Hello, Java Safik here. I want you to notice that I have art behind me that's not usually behind me. I have a fear of being seen as previously mentioned, and I thought I would talk about some of my art today um, because it's like very vulnerable for me, and because I have that fear of being seen, my creations being seen also is like an even deeper aspect because it comes from like a deeper place within me. And so I guess I don't want my deep feelings or creations judged because, um, long story short, I'm sensitive about my art, okay? but yeah, so I'm gonna talk about this piece today. Um, the name of this piece is With Grace. As the universe swirls around her, she makes her way through cloudy pastures, cloudy dreamscapes, trying to find clarity on her path. She moves forward knowing that as long as she sees the first step in front of her, it's okay for her to keep going. There's like tears like dropping down, but still a gentle knowing smile. She embraces aligned challenges even when it gets hard and frustrating. She picks it back up when aligned and keeps going. um, she walks in all of her vulnerability and her brightness, knowing that there is something more out there for her, knowing that she is a divine being herself. Um, yeah, this piece for me really does embody that grace and that tenacity um, of moving forward and also like just allowing grace in my life. I also encapsulated how I feel when I'm trying to seek clarity. Sometimes I want to see the whole picture before I move, but this piece inspires me that to say, hey, you have clarity in this area, so keep on going. Um, yeah. No matter what the vision is in our head, something more can happen. And when you walk into the unknown, we're always trying to like plan how exactly something is going to look. But when we walk into the unknown, we realize that there's beauty in the unknown. Also, I know we've all experienced like fearful situations in the unknown, but we only pay attention to those parts because they deeply affected us. Think back to the times that you've gotten a pleasant and beautiful surprise. Things turned out better than you could have ever imagined. This is like what this is some of the energy that's in this painting. That and so much more. I could go on and on about what this piece means to me. I created it at a time in my life um, where I was frustrated about, and I still am frustrated about this, like just working a job that I was not passionate about, not being treated well, being treated as disposable. Um, and I started working on it. This isn't like the first piece of art of this kind of genre that I've painted in for a while. Um, but it was the first one in years when I did create it, and it came in the time where I'd stopped creating or stopped making like traditional art. Traditional art, I'm like strange in the way that I started with digital arts heavily and then I transitioned over to traditional art, but I made this painting and I was scared to complete it for a while because I didn't think that I could make it anything good, I guess. I doubted my traditional art skills and um I'm looking at it now and I'm like, ah. I'm looking at it here, looking at it here, and I'm looking at it and thinking, wow, literally like this painting I pushed through not knowing how it would turn out and it turned out way better than I could have ever imagined. Um, wow, this is actually a pivotal piece for me because it was like the first time I tried to I created like the first time I tried to pursue my art in a meaningful way. I failed. I did fail and um I learned a lot and that's what matters. But now in reapproaching that journey and putting my art out there, um I am gonna keep saying this. Y'all better not get tired of me saying this. But I'm scared. And I asked the question in a previous video on, well, on the actual thumbnail. It's like, will I succeed this time? And I'm confident in my ability to succeed, but I think the block comes in about how. And again, I circle back to this painting. I don't have to know. As long as I see the first step in front of me, I will be fine. We try to aggressively fight against or yeah, fight against the unknown. We try so aggressively to figure out exactly how things will happen and then for it not to turn out how we envisioned it happen and for that turn out to be so much better than we could have ever imagined is such a beautiful experience. So yeah. I think I've gotten everything out about talking about this painting. This is me practicing doing that and showing my arts. Let me know what y'all think. Um, thank y'all for being here. This has been Jada Sapphic. Mwah.